Yo, it's Kay. Welcome to week 3 of my, I was gonna say week 2. It's week 3 of my Halloween nail polish series. Now, if you are new here, welcome. And if you've been hanging out with me for a while, welcome back. Now, let's talk a little bit about this series because during week 1, I covered Halloween flaky polishes. In week 2, I covered Halloween glitter nail polishes. And if you missed these, but you wanna check them out, they are linked in the description box below. Now, let's talk about this week, which the theme is Halloween medley, which is basically my Halloween picks for the season. Now, I thought I was going to close this Halloween series with this video, but then I realized that wouldn't really be helpful to you if you, let's say, wanted to buy any of these polishes and wear them for Halloween. So I did bump this video up on the list. And yeah, with that being said and out of the way, let's go check these out. Pipe Dream by Cirque Colors. Now I am swatching on my thumb because the rest of my nails are officially shorties. Starting off with a base, Cirque calls this a blurple colored base, but in my eyes, this really looks a lot more like purple. I know there can be variations of blurple, but this is leaning heavily towards the purple side of blurple. When it comes to the magnetic pigment, they threw in a green mint gold multichrome element, and when you do the science, it really gives off a Halloweeny vibe because of this predominantly purple and green look that we get as a result. You can also see that nice mint color towards the tip of my nail. So I recently gave in and got one of these ugly magnets to try out the velvet style. I've never tried the velvet effect before because I became highly discouraged from using magnetics way back when I noticed that the cat eye effect line turns into a mushy blur that I personally don't dig at all. It really feels like I wasted my time when that happens. So I stopped buying magnetics altogether until just a few days ago when I bought the magnet and Pipe Dream to give magnetics one last chance. Now the velvet effect mostly looks gold. As you turn the nail, you start to see some green, and then at more extreme angles you see that nice mint color. This is something I can definitely get with. It does create a really cool 3D effect, and now I'm actually excited to do more velvet effects in my future videos. Head Shistress by OPI. This is part of OPI's collaboration with Wicked, and this is not a polish that I typically go for, but the shimmers really got me. What we have here is a purple base that has a fair amount of gold shimmers. This polish is pretty opaque, and it did take me 2 coats to achieve full coverage. I do suspect that will be the case for most people. I really don't think this is gonna be a one coater for anyone due to that bit of translucency you saw on the first coat. Now let's talk about the gold shimmers. They're definitely visible. They're just not really making a huge impact in my personal opinion. I do prefer larger size elements, but we are talking about OPI here, so I don't expect them to be feral. This is still a very cool end result, and it's very suitable for those who are not looking for wild Halloween nails, but just something appropriate for the season that also has a dash of added fun. The Evil Dead by Cadillacer. Now this may look really similar to a Cadillacer polish I swatched during week 1 of this series, but they are not the same. What we have here is a translucent blackened teal base that is fed with purple to pink iridescent flakies and matte yellow hex glitters. As I move on to the second coat, you'll notice how the base really starts to deepen and darken. You can technically say that this looks black after the second coat, but we do not lose any sight of those beautiful elements. They are still popping through regardless. Now this polish was part of their contribution to Polish Pickup's September event, and Cadillacer had a huge cap of 600, so I really hope that you were able to pick this one up if it caught your eye because it is top notch. Express Yourself by Sassy Sauce. This was part of a Pride Month duo for Hella Handmade Creations, and starting off from the ground up, we have like a smoky gray base filled with just the most beautiful things they could find. They threw in a shimmer that glows in somewhat of a purplish reddish tone, although it looks very pink. There's also green reflective glitter, which my camera is not picking up, so I will drop a picture here. And we also get a fun flaky mix. There are iridescent flakies and metallic flakies that shift from blue to purple. As you can imagine, you can definitely wear this as a topper. I haven't tried it myself, but if you don't appreciate the sheerness, this should work well over other polishes. There is just no way that I can see green and purple and not think of Halloween, so I had to throw this one in. Death by Phoenix Indie Polish. This is part of their Endless collection, and what I'm seeing here is a clear base holding black flakies, red flakies, and tiny hollow elements. It really does apply like a dream. I was just not expecting for this to look so good just with one first coat. It is impressively even, and honestly, it's just so nice that I would wear this in one coat, but I am going to move on to a second one here. Unfortunately, my camera is not picking up on the hollow sparkle, so I am going to drop a picture here so that you can more fully appreciate what's going on. This is a great option for someone who loves the sparkle. The red is pretty prominent in the end look. It's not completely swallowed by that grayish tone that tends to be a result of this type of hollow element. Don't Be a Goal, Give Beetlejuice a Call by Glam Polish. That's going to be really hard to fit into my collage picture, but moving on, this base is what I would consider a blurple color, and it is very well fed with iridescent flakies that shine through with a pink glow. We also get some black flakies and a fun green glitter mix. The first coat is quite sheer. I really don't think you'd want to rock this with just one coat because it doesn't really look good at all. So we're gonna move on to a second coat, which really makes the polish come together. You can see that the base did deepen a little bit, but the elements are still coming through regardless due to the sheerness of the base. So if you're looking for some fun Halloween nails, Glam Polish definitely has your back with this one. TLDL, this is week 3 of the Halloween series. Today I offered a Halloween nail polish medley with a nice mix of different elements and finishes. I really wanted to showcase some polishes for the person who may not be looking for a loud and funky look. So I think that Pipe Dream and Head Shistress can be options there, while the rest of these polishes do have varying levels of Halloween funk and playfulness if you're about that life. So we do have 2 more weeks left of my Halloween series, so make sure to check back next week for week 4's theme. Thank you so much for the polish hangout. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye bye.